Hello and welcome to another stream. My name is Ray and it is Learning Korean with Ray, day 66. Yesterday we completed most of lesson 7 on how to study Korean.com, and today we will finish the lesson and then do the practice videos. The practice videos will take 1 or 2 days, but today we'll finish the text part of it. Thanks for tuning in. Doubt me now. I think I have not seen you before, right? Are you the first time on this channel? Da ut mi now. Okay. Okay, you're ready. Let's go. Hey Shakito. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Okay, let's do it. This memorize, we don't need that right now. We need how to study Korean.com, and we go to lesson not 1 but 7. And yeah, we have learned a lot about many irregular conjugation rules. And that was a lot of text, it was a lot of rules. It will be super hard to remember. It was by far the hardest lesson I've learned so far, by super far. But now there is this last part, this one. So this is the only part that I have not read yet. It's not super long. And then we are finished with lesson 7, and then we go to the practice videos down here. So yeah, just to recap, yeah, never mind. I recapped the rules yesterday already. Let's just read this. That's just a looking ahead for the future, so it will be not super important and there will not be a lot of content to remember right now, but I will still read it. So there are many additions that you will learn in future lessons. You will learn the meaning and usage of all of these when they become important for your level of study. When you learn about a new addition in a future lesson, I will explain how it causes irregular words to change. Yes, I like StarCraft. How did you know? The good thing is, if you learn how one format of addition causes irregular to change, every addition with the same initial letters will cause the same change. Yeah, so far we have learned the irregular, or I think almost all of the, maybe one exception or so, but most of the irregular conjugations happen when you're adding a vowel, as like you add something that starts with a vowel, then these irregular conjugations apply. So that's what we've learned so far. Yeah, here A and O causes S to be eliminated. Yes, that's true. Yes, it's true. Doubt me now. I like StarCraft, and I'm streaming a lot of StarCraft, but today or right now I'm learning Korean so that I can actually understand all the YouTube videos and so on as well. And this stream itself has nothing to do with StarCraft, or a very slight bit maybe, but I'm mainly focusing on learning Korean here. Okay, likewise, any other addition that starts with A or O causes the same change. Yeah, okay, we have learned that so far. It's not really new, right? Yes, it doesn't matter if we add A or O, or aso, or atta, or otta, asoyo, osoyo, all the same. Okay, the same idea can be applied to grammatical additions that will be introduced in later lessons. For example, lesson 43, maybe next year, you will learn how myon causes irregular words to change. The change that results from adding myon is exactly the same as the change that results from adding similar additions like myo or omyon so. You don't need to memorize how each one affects, you just need to know the general format. Okay. It looks daunting, yeah, but the grammar formats will allow your brain to compartmentalize. I've never seen this word before. Is it compartmentalize or is it compartmentalize? Anyways, each time a new format, new style of addition is introduced, I will explain how irregulars adapt to it. Okay, so now we have learned the irregulars in this lesson, and in the future we will learn how those irregulars are used with different additions. Okay. So far we only know the additions for the past tense, for the future tense, for the present tense, and for the formality and respect forms. So we learned like 12 so far. Yeah, okay. Like I don't want to learn about them right now because they will be in later lessons anyways, so I will just skip these links here, of course. For now, focus on the concepts that were introduced in the lesson. Yes, I will do that. Okay. Oh, check out the irregular guide if you're confused. I'm sure you are. Let's see. Let's do a quick look here. Okay, you have like a quick table. It would be nice if there would be like one sentence of what you do. For example, here you remove the S, or here I think you remove it and change it to an R. Yes. Here you remove it and add an U. Yes. Here, okay, it's the same. Here you check the second last syllable. Okay, and then you remove the as well. Okay. And here you add an R to the syllable before. Yes. Okay. And you also remove the here. Okay. And here, what do you do here? Ah, here you remove the R. And you always use the first out of the two things that you can add. For example, you can add an N to the stem, but you can also add un if it would end in the consonant. So if it ends in an R, you don't use un, you use the N and you replace the R with it. And here the same with the B. Yomnida. Okay. Okay, yeah, so that's a quick table, but I think the lesson 7 itself explains more and it's better. Okay, Everybody is confused when they learn irregulars. Eventually you will reach a point where all of this become natural. That's all also repeated here. Or somewhere around here. I don't know. Here. They become they become second nature. It's basically repeating what's happening here. Yeah, okay. I don't even have to think about this irregular anymore. They'll flow out naturally. If you can't memorize them all right now, just try to understand them. Yes, I think I understood them, which will allow you to recognize them later. Eventually you will memorize them simply from using and hearing them so much. Okay. Yeah, and that's basically lesson 7. So lesson 7 was, as I said, by far the hardest lesson so far. But now we are at the end, and that means we can go into the practice videos. But I'm a bit scared. I will make so many mistakes. Let's go.
Alright, let's practice some sentences. I'm going to prompt you with English sentences based on the
I hope it's loud enough, the volume. It feels pretty low volume.
grammar from Unit 1, Lesson 7, and it's going to be your job to try to translate those sentences into Korean. In Lesson 5, you learn how to conjugate. In Lesson 6, you learn how to apply those conjugations to different formalities. In Lesson 7, you learn how to apply those conjugations to different irregulars. Because of this, the videos for Lessons 5, 6, and 7 don't really focus on increasing sentence complexity, but more on the conjugations themselves. The first sentence I would like you to try is, the clothes are dirty. And let's try conjugating that using the informal high respect form.
I'll give you 10 seconds and you can start now. Okay. So I will type it here again. The clothes are dirty. In informal high respect. Okay. Let's do it. Okay, so the thing is, I'm not sure what clothes mean. What the word for clothes is. I'm really not sure. Dirty I know, but clothes? I totally forgot. Can't believe it. I don't even remember having the word on memorize. Like it was a no repeating session as far as I remember. Clothes. I have no idea, to be honest, so sadly I actually have to check the lesson. Ah, it's a person. The person, of course. That's a problem when you only remember it as person, but you don't know what the actual translation is. Okay, a person has clothes on. Okay. Okay, so let's do it. So the you can omit, so we don't need that. So we just use clothes, which is, as we just saw, this one. So clothes, and now we have the verb to be, are, and then we have an adjective. If we only use to be and an adjective, it's basically the adjective predicating the sentence, so we only need the adjective, nothing else. And that means we put in dirty. Dirty means I know Oriopta was difficult and dirty is I will write what I think first, but I'm not sure if it's correct. Moropta. But I'm not sure about the moropta, boropta. The rest I'm pretty confident, the ropta. And I also know the O is there, and there's one consonant in front of it, but I'm not sure if it's the M. So I will just go through other consonants in my head. So koropta, no. Noropta, noropta. I don't think so. Okay, what else do we have? Choropta, no. Choropta, no. Soropta, no. Doropta, no, also no. Boropta, poropta, oh no. I think it's actually correct. I think it's actually correct. Yeah. Toropta, koropta. No, I think it's correct. So now we have clothes dirty. But now we actually want to think about the conjugation. So we remove the da. And now we need the informal high. So we need like a or yo, the yo in the end. But which one do we use? The last vowel is an or, so we need or yo. Let me write it first. Or yo. But we have a B there. The B is in the end of the syllable of the stem. The last consonant is a B. So we have our B irregular. B irregular means we need to add an U. Right? We need to add an U. We remove the B. So it becomes ro. And we add an U. Like this. And now we merge the U to the syllable afterwards. So it becomes waryo. So I am just not sure if the general the regular conjugation I wanted to use just or yo is correct. I'm not sure about that. The clothes are dirty. Because I know in some forms you need to add like an N, but I think it was in a plain form. So I will go with that. I think that's it. Let's find out.
Give you 10 seconds and you can start now. Okay, the word for clothes in Korean is 옷. There is no real way in Korean, especially for just random objects like this, to indicate plurality. I'll add the subject marker.
The subject marker. We need the subject marker, guys. Oh my god. Of course, the subject marker. Like this. Okay.
은 to say 옷은. Now the adjective to be dirty in Korean is 더럽다.
더럽다. Damn, it was 더럽다 after all. Okay.
다. Now, if I want to add the informal high respect conjugation to this, I should add this to it. Now, if this gets added to the stem of torapta, this letter here is actually going to be removed. And what I'm going to end up with is ta, ra, and then this letter actually changes into u. And now this ending gets added directly to this. So I'm actually not going to add this, and instead I'm going to add this thing directly to the stem. So it's going to say 더러워요. This sentence would read,
Yes.
옷은 더러워요.
Okay.
I want to point out that even though
I forgot the subject particle, which will not happen again in this video. And I did the wrong consonant in the beginning of dirty. And I didn't know what the word for clothes is. So not the best start, but at least I got the conjugation, the actual irregular and the conjugation was correct. So I got the thing that we learned in the lesson, I got that correct. I just didn't know the vocabulary. And the subject marker. Wow.
I added this indicator un here, it would also be possible and also be very common to say 오시. Actually, the first time I made this lesson 7 sentence video, I actually got into why I would say 오시 더러워요 compared to why I would say 옷은 더러워요. I realized it actually detracted from my sentence videos because it wasted too much time, and I really just want to focus on making sentences, and I don't want to focus on teaching the grammar within the sentence. If you want to learn about why you would say 오시 compared to 옷은 in this particular sentence, I talk about this in great depth in lesson 17, and I highly suggest you read that if you really want to get into why these two might be different. The second sentence I would like you to try is I am hungry. Then let's translate that using the informal high respect form. I'll give you 10 seconds and you can start now.
Okay. I am hungry. Okay, so let's do it. I think I got it. I got it. I am hungry. Also informal high. Let's go. Easy. We need the high respect form, so we add jaw. This time I'm not forgetting the particle, so jonin. And then we have the same case. We have adjective predicating the sentence, so we don't need to add any verb or so, and we have no object either. So now just comes hungry. And hungry starts with P. 배고프다. That's the word. I have it. I have it. 배고프다. That's it. I think that's it. 배고프다. I think that's it, actually. I think I got it. Okay, now we conjugate. First, we remove the da, as always. Then we add the informal high. So we add ayo or oyo, and since the last letter is an ö, the irregular comes into place, so we need to check the second last syllable, and the vowel in the second last syllable is o, and with o or a we use a, so we add a, ayo. The question is, do we also remove the in the end from p? That's what I don't remember. So the question is this correct, or is is or is this correct? This is the big question I have. So is it go io, or is it go paio? Or io? Flow-wise, I would say the second one. So just paio. Do we remove the or not? That's a big question here. I actually think we do. I think it's the second one. So I will commit. I will commit to it and just put the second one here. Okay, let's go.
The subject to refer. Okay, because this is a high respect conjugation, I'm going to use the subject to refer to I. I'll put the subject marker here.
Chonin,
now,
yeah.
The adjective in Korean to be hungry is pe go
yes.
pu ta. And if
Great.
I want to add the informal high respect conjugation to this, again, just like I saw up here, I want to add this or this to it. Yes. Now in this case, this letter completely gets eliminated and this would be added to it. So I would have
yes.
Pe go pa yo. And the sentence would read
I got it.
배고파요. The third sentence I would
100% correct for the second sentence.
Try
nice.
Is that problem is different.
Okay. Different.
And let's conjugate this again using the informal high respect form. I'll give you 10 seconds and you can start now.
Okay. That problem is different. Interesting. That problem is different. Okay, so that I will use que. Problem. Chilmun. That means problem. And now we have the subject marker, of course. Subject marker will be 은 그 질문은. And now we need the word for different. Different is 다르다, right? 다르다. Just like this. 다르다. I think it's correct. So in this case, we do the, oh, you don't see it. Okay, like this. So here we actually remove the da, of course, in the beginning. And now we have the r. And that is a very special case. In this case, we need to add an r to the syllable in front of that. So to the ta in the beginning. So it becomes tal. Talle. And now we add, we check the vowel, it's an R, the second to last is an R. So we add ayo. The question is again, do we remove the or not? I don't think so. So I will go with that. 그 질문.
Okay, the subject of the sentence is problem, and the way to say that in Korean is 문제.
문제?
That's the subject, so I will include this. Specifically, it's that
Oh,
problem.
I did question. 질문 is question. 문제. Okay, yeah. Damn. That annoys me a bit. 문제. Okay.
So I want to say 그 문제. I could also say 저 문제 if it's talking about a problem that I can see, maybe that it's written on the board or something like that. Now I want to indicate that it is different. The adjective to be different in Korean is
다르다.
다르다.
Nice.
And again, I'm adding the informal high respect conjugation, so I'll be adding this again. So I will add either this or this. Now, in this case, you might be saying, and this is actually a mistake that lots of beginners of Korean make, they say, oh, Mr. How to Study Korean, I know this conjugation. If something ends in this letter, this letter, that simply gets eliminated, and either this...
No, because R and together is a different irregular.
Or this will replace that sound in this stem. Well, actually, that's incorrect. If a stem ends in the syllable r, what happens is this letter actually also gets added on here. So a very common mistake when conjugating this would be just simply to say ta, ra, yo. But that's an incorrect way to write this, and also, of course, an incorrect way to pronounce it. That would be correct if in this particular case, but anytime the final syllable is r, you have to follow a different rule, which is to start with what you started with, and then again that letter also gets added here, and then you see this happening later to say not 달아요 but 달라요.
Ah, but you do still the same as before to the rest. Okay, yeah, I should have known that. I should have known that. The flow's just weird. If I say 달라요, of course it's 달라요. So easy. Ah, should have known that.
This sentence would read 그 문제는 달라요. The fourth sentence I want you to try is I know that teachers age. And let's conjugate that using the formal high respect form. I'll give you 10 seconds and you can start now.
Oh, formal high respect this time, okay. Let's do it. 4. I know that teacher's age. Oh, teacher, not reacher. Teacher's age. Formal high. Okay. Let's do it. Okay, so we start with I. Pretty easy, right? I. This is formal high respect. So we use jaw again. Jaw. Jawnin. I. Sentence order is subject, object, verb. So now we need teacher's age. Teacher's age. We add teacher first. Son. Seng. Nim. Son Seng Nim. So what is how do we say teachers with the S? Like something of the teacher. Teacher's age. Age is, I will put age here. It's child was ai, and this is nai. Nai, right? Nai. So we have teacher and age. Something nim nai. But I'm feeling there must be a particle there indicating the age belongs to the teacher basically, or it's the age of the teacher. Teacher's age. But I have no idea anymore how it works. It was in lesson 4, I guess. Is it this UI? I think it's UI. Let me put this here. Like this. UI. Okay, I will just leave it like that. So that is I. Oh, that teacher's age. It's that teacher. That is again. In this case, it's not the that from the previous sentence probably, but that when you see it, when you can point at it. So I would say jaw for that. Okay, so we have Jonin, jaw something nimui it's pronounced as a, I think. So Jonin, jaw something nime nai. That I, that teacher's age, now. No is alda. So you can easily put alda in. And now we obviously conjugate it to the formal high respect. So remove the da. Then we have an R. The R. So what's the irregular form for the R? That's a big question here. It's a big question. And I'm pretty sure this irregular, the R irregular, is that you use. So if you want to add, I don't know where the special characters are in the Korean keyboard. So you want to add this, or you want to add nida. Okay, you want to add the B and then nida or sim nida. So nida or sim nida. And I think the irregular of the R is that you always use the first one. So you basically remove the sim nida and you only add this B. And you replace the R with it. So I say it's amnida. Amnida. Jonin sho something nime nai amnida. That's what I'm going with here. I need to put it up here. Completely destroying my beautiful title of the stream. So do I have a good feeling about this? I don't have a good feeling about the ui after teacher.
Again, the subject of the sentence is
but the rest should
so
be
I'll
fine.
write this here. I want to indicate that
Jonin,
I know something, so know is going to be at the end, but the object of the sentence is that teacher's age. The word for age in Korean is na.
I forgot the object particle again. Okay, let me just fix this very quickly. Okay.
I. Na. I. That's
Nai.
the object, so I'm going to include the object particle
yes,
here.
We do, of course.
I want to indicate that I'm referring to the teacher's age. I could use the word 선생님.
Yes.
선생님.
Yes.
But I actually taught you another word for teacher.
Oh, another. Okay, we didn't know that. So, but I can use that other word. I can do it. So I remove 선생님 here, and I add 교사, right? 교사? Is it 교사?
In lesson 7, so I'll specifically use this word here, but you could use 선생님 if you wanted to. I will use the word that you learned in lesson 7, which is kyosa.
Nice.
And I want to use this particle to indicate that I'm talking about something of that particular teacher. So it's the
it's all
teacher's
correct.
age. But it's not just I know a teacher's age or I know the teacher's age.
That.
I know that teacher's age.
Jaw.
The word for that we saw up here is ku. You also could say to if you wanted to.
Yes.
Now I want to indicate that I know the teacher's age using the verb to know, which is alda. The stem or the dictionary form is alda. But if I want to add the formal high respect ending, I need to add either 씁니다 or add this letter followed by nida.
Yes.
Now, in this case, usually, as you know, 씁니다 gets added to verbs and adjectives where the stem ends in a consonant, and this does end in a consonant. However, if the stem ends in a consonant and it's this letter gets eliminated and this gets added directly to it. So what I should write is not 알씁니다. That would be incorrect. What I want to write is nida. And this whole sentence would read 저는 그 교수의 나이를
Okay,
압니다.
I got everything correct except that I forgot the object particle. But I'm pretty satisfied with that. Everything correct. I even knew the other teacher word. I did know all the vocabulary, like know, that, age, teacher. I did the conjugation correct. I identified the irregular. I know what to do with the irregular. All perfect. Just missing the object particle is, I guess, a mistake that you can forgive.
The fifth sentence I would like you to try is...
So now we have the fifth sentence, and my thing here gets quite big. Guys, I see we have 3 viewers right now. I hope at least one of you is listening. This text I have here, this one on the screen, is it big or is it small? Can I make it smaller? Can you still read it if I make it smaller? Should be easily possible, right? I can just make it smaller, right? Can somebody confirm? For example, let me just do it. Let's say I do... Let me do... Yeah, this is a bit smaller. I guess I can even go smaller than that. Maybe like this. This is still fine, right? It's not too small now. I mean, I guess it's even slightly bigger than his handwriting. So if it would be too small, you would have a problem anyways with the video. Okay, thanks, Shakito. So let's do number 5. 5.
I heard a beautiful sound. At this point, you haven't learned the word for sound yet, but
I just wanted to say
before you even start the sentence, the word for sound in Korean is 소리. And let's conjugate this using the informal high respect form. I'll give you 10 seconds and you can start now.
Wait. It's sorry. I have to switch between German and Korean layouts the whole time to make the special characters. Like the dots and the brackets. Brackets I actually know, but yeah, just a normal text and then Korean. Okay, so sorry is sound. Okay. Okay, so let's do it. Should be easy, right? Informal high again. So we add jonin, I. A beautiful sound, heard. That's the order of the words. So a beautiful sound. Oh, it's tricky, but I think I know it already. So, but first we have to find out what beautiful means. Beautiful is arım tapta, right? Arım tapta, like this. Arım tapta. Arım tapta. I think it's correct. So this is just the word beautiful, but this is an adjective describing a following noun. So we actually need to change it. But we need to do that, we need to add an N, I think, to the stem. But then we have the B irregular. Okay, so we remove the B. And then we need to add U and we need to add an N. So we add un. Not quite sure, but I think it could be right. And then we need sound, which is sorry. Then we don't forget the object particle this time, of course. So it's other. And then we use the word for here, to hear. But we need to see that it's a past form. Wow, this is an incredible hard sentence. Okay. We have like two irregulars combined. Not combined, but in two different words. So to hear is tada, like this. Okay, we remove the da. Now we have the D irregular. The D gets changed to an R, so it's like this. D. And then we just add the past conjugation that we want. So it's neither O or A, so we add O, so, yo. Also you. O. Also you. Dorosoyo. That's it.
Okay, the subject for I, or the subject is I, so I'll write this first. The object of the sentence that I am hearing is a sound, so I need to write the word sorry with the object particle r to indicate that that's the object that I heard.
Very good, very good.
Now I need to indicate that it's not just a sound, but a beautiful sound. The dictionary form of the word beautiful is rum tap ta. And if you want to indicate that you're describing an upcoming noun, you knew from a previous lesson that you should add this to it. If this gets added to an adjective or a verb where you see this irregular, this gets eliminated just like I saw up here. And this gets added to the oo that gets formed to it. So this whole thing would actually form as dum ta un. And this would allow me to describe an upcoming noun.
All correct.
Now I want to indicate that I heard this sound, or I heard this beautiful sound. The verb to hear in Korean is 듣다. And if I add this past tense to it, because I'm adding a vowel, this letter here is going to change to this letter. So what I need to write to begin with is this, followed by the past tense addition, which would be this. And then followed by the informal high respect conjugation of yo.
Yes.
And this whole sentence would read, 저는
Oh my god, it's all correct. I got both irregulars correct and all the vocabulary correct. Wow. Nice. Okay, I will pronounce it. Jonin Arem Down. Arem Down. So, Jonin Arem Down 소리를 들었어요. 저는 아름다운 소리를 들었어요.
어떤 소리를 들었어요. Well, that was fun. I hope you
들었어요.
learned a lot.
So quick. Okay, man. Okay. So that was the first video. I have to say, it went better than expected. But yeah, I guess the irregulars are not super hard. Like, you can really memorize them. Like S you remove, D you replace with an R, B you add an U, you remove and check the second previous syllable, R you add an R to the second last syllable, and you remove the Yeah, that's it basically. Yes. So memorizing the irregulars is not super hard for me, but this video was the irregular practice video. So I knew that every single word there that has one of those letters in the end will like the regular rule will apply, because it's an irregular practice video. Otherwise it would make no sense. It would make no sense if he just says, hey, here you have the sentence and there's no irregular in it. Go translate it. It would not be irregular practice. So I knew it was the irregular got applied every time. But when I'm not in this irregular practice video, then the hard part is to actually know which words, or for which words the rule applies and for which it doesn't. That's the hardest part of this all. Not remembering the rules, but knowing when to use them. In like which words to use them on and which words to not use them on. That's the hardest part, and that was not in this video. That was not part of this video, of course, because you had to practice the irregulars, so all the words needed the irregular rule in this case. Okay, but still, anyways, was still fine, I guess. I mean, I forgot the subject particle once, I forgot the object particle once, but I really think that's not too bad. Then one or two little like vocabulary weaknesses, all fine as well. But all the conjugations, all the irregular ruling, like irregular conjugations, special rules, I got that all correct. So, except one single case, I got it like half correct. Yeah, but it was still fine. So next will be this one. We'll not be able to do it today.
Alright, let's practice some conjugations.
Yeah, so we will have the tables again. You guys remember the tables? I have the tables set up. They look a bit different, so I have to adjust my Google Sheet. But yeah, that's what we'll do next time actually. Not now, because we only have like 5 minutes. Yeah, but today we checked this whole paragraph here, this whole chapter. And we did this video. Since we don't read this chapter again next time, I think we can actually do both videos next time. So that's the plan for tomorrow. The 2 final practice videos. And then we have finished lesson 7. And then I will forget everything about irregulars again. And when I need them in 1.5 weeks for the next practice videos, we will be... I can't use this word here on stream. Well, I guess I can, but I don't want to. Yeah, so that's the situation. So I spoke about doing the very first course that we have on MasterReY, right? What about this one? Korean adverb. That's the next lesson. Let's actually use the last 3 minutes to look what comes here. Korean adverbs. What are adverbs actually? Adverbs are adjectives that apply to verbs. For example, I play well. Well is an adjective that describes the process of playing, right? Right? Yeah, I think that's what an adverb is. Oh, here, first of all, what's an adverb? Adverbs are words in sentences that tell you when, where, or what degree something is being done. Oh, okay. So this one was my example. So how is this process of opening something? How is it happening? And this is an adjective describing this verb. So this was my example, but it's also other things, it looks like. When, where, or to what degree something is being done. So but it always describes a verb anyways. Okay. So that's one part. Of course, we'll learn the vocabulary first, so that will take around 4 to 5 days again. How much is it? How much is it? Lesson 8. Oh, we already learned 2% of lesson 8. Wow. Soon. Good. Yeah, that's it. Okay, those are 50 words again. So we'll learn those 50 words again in probably 5 days. Maybe 4 if we're fast. Let's see. And then we will learn about adverbs. Yeah, all the different adverbs. And then about negative sentences. And there are 2 ways. Okay. Yeah, so I didn't study. Okay, so yeah, I think this is important. And after this, I have a feeling that we have a pretty good understanding of how to build a big part of the sentences you want to build when you're speaking a language. Like we have verbs, adjectives, negatives, adverbs. There's not much more that you need, right? Like for example, passive verb conjugations and stuff like that. You don't really need it to make yourself be understood, right? But negative sentences you need. You need to know how to say, like, I did not do that, or this is not the case. This not thing. You just need it to express yourself in certain situations. So I think that's very important. But then I think we have the most. So let's actually check lesson 9 just to make sure. Yeah, okay, so here we have the to be, which is ida. in a case where it's not used with an adjective. So we just said I am hungry. In this case, you can leave it out. But in some cases you need it. I am a teacher. Yeah, I guess it's important too, but I think after lesson 8 we can still go back to the first course we did on MasterReY, because I remember there are some negative sentences, so I think we should do lesson 8. But I don't remember a lot of sentences like I am something. Oh, I remember my friend's name is Rob. You remember that, Shakito? My friend's name is Rob. I know it. I have it so burned in my head. It's like Che Chingu Iremi Minayeyo. You remember? Of course, I forgot the Rob, so it's Che Chingu Iremen Minayeyo. No Rob. Yeah, it was correct. Mina is the name. Che Chingu Iremen Minayeyo. I guess there we need the to be. But no, there was no to be. Anyways, lesson 8 will definitely be enough, I think, to understand most of those sentences. The problem in the first lesson was, in the first course on MasterReY, was always we learned these big blocks of sentences with one block. But we had no idea how to make other sentences that are similar, because we don't understand the individual parts. But now we actually do. Now I think we can go back to that and really understand the sentences that we learned back then. So I'm looking forward to that. But first we need, of course, tomorrow to finish lesson 7, the 2 practice videos. Then around 4 to 5 days for vocabulary of lesson 8. And then I say like another 2 days for the lesson 8 itself. And then 1 or 2 days, yeah, so 3 or 4 overall for the lesson 8 and the videos. So that's 10 days. 10 days total. And then we have lesson 8 completed. And then we'll go back to the MasterReY course 1, just for fun. Let's see how much I remember. Speed review in the very beginning. I will totally fail. Yeah, okay. So that's it for today. Thanks a lot for watching. And yeah, see you tomorrow. Bye bye. And annyeong.